Take your set, ladies and gentlemen. The movie Time TV is about to start.
How should twin sisters be such total inverses? ᴛᴜ is the wonderful sister, perfect all around and an individual from the famous young lady bunch known as Supernatural Occurrence Young Ladies. Since she was in preschool, Shia has filled in as a model and afterward, a youngster entertainer prior to turning into an icon. Her brotherly twin sister Xihyun is practically twofold the body size of Xiao and has forever been criticized and harassed in school for her enormous edge. Global fearmonger Charles Rain Bruce Payne is going to go through plastic medical procedure to change his appearance to sidestep the law. Outside, government specialists and specialized squads close in to capture him. It becomes clear that the plastic specialist and his staff are in on the arrangement. Rain becomes dubious and makes his departure, killing the specialist all the while. After a nerve-wracking pursuit through the city roads, Rain is at long last captured. Tormented by the shooting demise of his significant other in a burglary, previous cop John Shaper, Wesley Kills, has taken some work preparing airline stewards and security staff in how to manage perilous circumstances including psychological oppressors. During this specific meeting, his understudy is Marty Slayton, Alex Thatcher, an airline steward. At the point when Marty ignores his directions, the pair have a shorter showdown. After class, Shaper sees a close buddy, ﷺ Tom Sizemore, who is there with a bid for employment, VP for the Counter-Psychological Warfare Unit at Atlantic Global Aircrafts, a significant transporter. Shaper is at first hesitant, yet ﷺ and the carrier's leader, Bruce Greenwood, figure out how to prevail upon him during lunch. Shaper loads up Atlantic Global Flight 163 to Los Angeles. Furthermore, his new position. Unintentionally, one of the airline stewards on this flight is Marty. Likewise ready as Rain, in FBI authority, went to Los Angeles to stand preliminary for his fearmonger exercises previously. A few of Rain's kin are on board the plane, camouflaged as lodge team and travelers. At the point when Marty plays out a head count in the wake of boarding is finished, Shaper is traveler number 57. Mid-flight, Rain is liberated when Sabrina Ritchie, Elizabeth Hurley masked as an airline steward, shoots both FBI officials dead. A few different cohorts simultaneously get a move on, weapons from the dead officials and kidnapping the plane's travelers. Shaper, in the toilet during the takeover, arises and overwhelms one of Rain's men. Be that as it may, Rain answers by executing one of the travelers with a Beretta M9 gun, causing Shaper to feel liable for the man's passing. During the showdown, Shaper and Marty figure out how to circumvent, taking the lift to the plane's lower deck. After a short battle with one of Rain's men down there, Shaper starts a fuel dump, which powers the tri-star Lockheed L-1011 to land at a little Louisiana runway. Shaper figures out how to escape from the plane, yet Marty is caught by one more of Rain's men. On the landing area, Shaper is immediately caught by nearby sheriff's delegates. In the meantime, Rain has connected with the nearby sheriff, Boss Biggs, Ernie Energetic. Rain vows to deliver a portion of the prisoners as a trade-off for fuel and departure freedom. Rain likewise tells Biggs that Shaper is one of his men, a traitor. At the point when the appointees bring Shaper before Boss Biggs, Biggs orders him arrested. As the travelers are being delivered, Rain and two of his men make their getaway. Shaper overwhelms the sheriff's representatives, liberates himself from his binds, and gives pursuit on a police bike. In the meantime, a group of FBI specialists show up, headed by Dwight Henderson Robert Snares, who irately educates Boss Biggs regarding Shaper's actual character. At a close-by fair, Shaper figures out how to kill one of the colleagues and connects with Rain in a battle similarly as police fortifications show up. However, back in guardianship, Rain tells the FBI and police that his excess group on board the plane will start to execute the other prisoners in the event that he isn't gotten back to the plane and allowed departure leeway. Shaper, Henderson, and Boss Biggs resolve an arrangement for FBI marksmen to bring down Rain as he gets onto the plane, whereupon FBI groups will storm the plane and manage his leftover subordinates ready. As Rain loads onto the plane with a FBI escort, Shaper provides the request to fire. Nonetheless, the expert marksman projectiles hit Rain's FBI escort, not Rain. Rain's subsequent cohort has replaced the FBI riflemen, who are shown lying oblivious or dead behind him, and he starts shooting at the gathered police and specialists. He is killed during the gunfight, yet not before Rain makes it securely on board and the plane starts to take off. With the assistance of Boss Biggs, Shaper scarcely figures out how to get on board the moving plane through its arrival gear. Once on board, he rapidly dispatches Rain's XS2 cohorts, then draws in Rain in a drawn-out fistfight. Gunfire in the lodge causes hazardous lodge decompression, bringing about the primary lodge entryway detonating outward, leaving the lodge open to the sky. As Shaper and Rain keep on battling, they head nearer to the open lodge entryway. Shaper in the long run throws Rain out through the entryway, and Rain plunges to his demise. The plane terrains securely at the Louisiana landing strip for the second time that day. In the midst of congrats and festivity, Marty and Shaper make their tranquil break into the distance connected at the hip. The twin sisters' lives have never been something very similar. While 𝒌 has forever been the focal point of consideration, ᴑᴜ gets harassed and derided in school for her enormous form. Notwithstanding, one thing is normal in the sisters' music. ᴑ괰 filled in as a model since their preschool days and later become a youngster entertainer, and presently, she is an icon. Despite the fact that ᴑⴰ loves the four walls of her home, she delivers web communicates inside the safe haven of her room. The main times she goes out is to visit a strange tarot card peruser. The tarot card peruser gives her an otherworldly tarot card regular. Until one day the twin sisters' lives overturns when they awaken and understand their spirits have exchanged bodies. Presently, the more pressing issue emerges. What will a simple performer in ᴑᴜ's secondary school crush consider the ladies they assume they knew? What will mean certain death for this supernatural occurrence? It relies upon what you are searching for in the wonder. Despite the fact that the story is labeled sentiment kind, it spins around the sweet, careful connection between ᴑᴜ and ᴑᴜ. At first, it appears to be the twin sisters have a terrible relationship. Nonetheless, when they trade spirits, the show has depicted their wonderful, endearing excursion, really acknowledge one another. They comprehend what troubles they have been going through no matter what their appearance is. Both become genuine sisters while empowering another to do what satisfies them. Indeed, even the closure of the Marvel centers around their genuine bond. Notwithstanding, on the off chance that you are searching for the sentiment viewpoint, you might get frustrated a bit. Obviously, there is a delightful romantic tale of the principal drives ᴑᴜ and Haesung. The Marvel K-drama portrays an open, cheerful consummation for the couple as Haesung at long last meets the genuine ᴑᴜ. From his appearance, he appears to be happy gathering her. The truth will come out at some point the way that their affection bloom. Generally, the Marvel Korean show helps you to cherish how you are. It propels you to pursue the things that fulfill you, whether it be a fantasy or love. The K-drama has gotten great positive surveys even with such an oversimplified plotline. So it is the sweet, careful story of the twins which features their excursion of defeating their deficiencies and tolerating one another. By the closure of the supernatural occurrence K-drama, ᴑᴜ and ᴑᴜ attempt to trade their spirits and get once more into their unique bodies. Be that as it may, nothing works, and they carry on with one another's life for some time. Until one day the twin sisters meet an auto collision. It brings about trading spirits to their unique bodies. At the medical clinic, the tarot card peruser comes in the mask of a specialist and tells ᴑᴜ that she has done what she ought to have. In the twin case, whoever borns initially is known as a watchman. Here, 𝒌ᴏ is the gatekeeper as she safeguards her younger sibling, getting their genuine bond. The two sisters at last conclude to do what satisfies them. Though 𝒌ᴏ passes on the gathering to turn into a vocalist, 𝒌ᴏ sets out to get out of her four walls and become a melodic craftsman. Additionally, 𝒌ᴏ says a final farewell to ∏ＳUNG, realizing her sister likewise prefers him. Afterward, 𝒌ᴏ urges her sister to take a melodic tryout. Be that as it may, what she doesn't know is the tryout is led by ∏ＳUNG. At last the two meet one another at the same time. ∏ＳUNG doesn't realize she is the young lady he has been looking for. Nonetheless, when 𝒌ᴏ starts singing their tune, ∏ＳUNG perceives her voice. The episode finishes up with ∏ＳUNG at long last gathering his young lady, finishing the marvel on a sweet note.
Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, comment and share.